Hey everybody, Joe Hearn here with Intentional Retirement. Hardly a week goes by that I'm not asked the question, should I pay off my mortgage before I retire? The answer, of course, is it depends. It depends on the math, on your situation, on your personal preferences. Let's look through some of the key variables to consider, and then I'll tell you what I did and give you some tips on how to retire your mortgage early should you choose to do so. The first thing to consider is the interest rate. If you buy a $250,000 home and have a 30-year mortgage at 4%, you'll pay about $180,000 in interest over the life of that loan. That same loan at 6% would cost about $290,000 or about $110,000 more. The higher your interest rate, all else being equal, the more incentive there is to pay it off sooner. Next, consider your other debt. Mortgage rates are typically lower than rates on other forms of debt like credit cards or car loans. If you look strictly at the math, it makes sense to pay off your higher interest rate loans first. If you carry a credit card balance or car debt, focus on those first, and once those are gone, you can target your mortgage. Next, consider your other investment alternatives. Your house is an investment. Whether you pay your mortgage off early will depend partly on the other investment opportunities that you have available for you. If your mortgage is 4%, but you have another investment opportunity that yields 8%, it might make sense to hold off on the house and invest the cash at the higher rate. Just keep in mind that paying off your house offers a guaranteed return because the interest disappears, while alternative investments are likely not guaranteed. Next, think about your income sources in retirement, like Social Security, a pension, and income from your other investments. Add that up and then compare it to your retirement budget. Is there enough there to easily service your mortgage without limiting your other plans for retirement? If so, carrying a mortgage in retirement might not be a huge burden. If not, it might make sense to pay it off early. Next, take a look at your nest egg. Are you on track with your retirement savings? Are you maxing out your 401k and IRA contributions each year? If not, focus on those things first, and then if you still have some extra cash, consider paying down your house second. Next, consider how long you'll live there. Do you plan on downsizing to a different house or moving somewhere else in retirement? If you only plan on being in your current house for a few more years, it might not make sense to pay it off. If you plan on being there for a while, however, owning it outright would probably be best. Next, consider taxes. Many people argue against paying off the house because of the tax benefit. Recent changes to the standard deduction make this argument less compelling, but even before then, I think this argument didn't hold water. Consider a person in the 20% tax bracket who paid $10,000 in interest and got a $2,000 deduction. They paid $10,000 to get $2,000. Better to pay it off, spend more in taxes, and save the $10,000 in interest. Finally, consider your peace of mind. The decision to pay off your house isn't entirely numbers-based. I've had plenty of clients who could justify carrying a mortgage, but they paid it off anyway because they wanted the peace of mind of being debt-free. I've never had a single client tell me that they regret the decision to pay off their house. So what did I do? I paid my house off early. I thought through the math, but to be honest, that was secondary. The three primary drivers for me were peace of mind. I sleep better when I'm debt-free. Security, debt adds risk and reduces cash flow. Both of those are bad for retirees. And priorities. According to the Employee Benefits Research Institute, the average retiree spends 40 to 45% of their budget on housing. I'd rather have my house paid off and spend that money on fun, meaningful activities in retirement. That covers what I did and gives you a few things to consider for your own situation. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, and you'd like to see more videos on how to live a secure and meaningful retirement, be sure to hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, and as always, be intentional.